Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little bit of an update video. This is also going to be the final video of 2024. I hope your year has been fantastic, and if it wasn't, well, here's to next year. Hope next year's better for you. I think next year's going to be better for a lot of people. And you'll also notice something a little bit different about this video, compared to the last couple. I'm not wearing my coat. That's because it's actually an oddly decent day for late December in Pennsylvania. The wind's kind of the only sucky part about it. It's about 50 degrees out here. I'm out here chilling in a pair of jeans and a short sleeve t-shirt, and I don't just sit out here all day. I do go inside. I don't think I could do the whole day like this comfortably, but anyway. This is a video about basically where is this channel going, and you have seen a little bit of that with a prog rock Christmas. This channel, this channel was initially created just for me to be able to subscribe to people and leave comments on YouTube and leave likes and shit. And then it became something where I posted these goofy little skits for shits and giggles, and then I just didn't do anything with it. And then I made that video about how our schools have a discipline problem. Jesus fuck. And that oh my fucking Christ, this wind! God damn. But that video really wound up becoming sort of the catalyst of me making videos, because it wasn't a hard video to make. It wasn't really any more or less complex than anything else I've made. I think stuff that I've made after that video has been honestly, for what I can do, because again, I don't have an editing software, because I have no money, but for what I can do, I think I've actually, managed to make some good stuff. Especially the Pink Floyd Completion Project. That was an idea in the back of my mind for, a very long time. It was about a year and a half that I had that idea in the back of my mind. I was just sort of waiting. And then David Gilmour announced Luck and Strange. And so I said, well, I don't really have the ability to do this in a way that I might want to, but for shits and giggles, I'm just going to do it anyway. And I set my initial deadline to get everything done as September 21st, and that obviously did not happen. I don't think, I didn't finish it up until, I don't know, last month. But it was, it was fun. It was a good time. And I think that was, over 50 videos, and of which, when it comes to releases, I really only missed 3 things, and they were all Roger Waters stuff, and that I, didn't really think was the most relevant thing. Maybe I'll tackle them in the future. I doubt it. Certainly not in the form of the videos that you've seen recently. And then, and that series, it was very, very low. I mean, it's still very, very low views. Let's be real, the channel's still at very, very low views, and from what I've seen at the analytics, most people have already tuned out. But if you're still around, thank you very much for, sticking around with me and watching this video. And then, when I put out the Division Bell video, that video, for equivalent for me, because I would peak at 5 views for a lot of my videos. The Division Bell video got 28, and I was just like, holy Christ, that is a lot of views. So I don't know if the algorithm was just particularly friendly to me that day. And I know most people watching this, they've already tuned off and they came from a recommended channel, or there's somebody who knows me in real life. And if you do know me in real life, hello, I'm doing okay. No, I haven't vanished from the face of the earth. But it is a good time, and after I wrapped up the Pink Floyd Completion Project, I was just like, well, I want to keep this channel going. And so that's what happened That's why I did a prog rock Christmas. You know, and that was, you know, that was fun. And basically, the format with a prog rock Christmas is kind of where I want to take this channel going forward, because that format's not too different from the Pink Floyd Completion Project anyway. You know, the videos are basically the same. And so, you know, I've been uploading videos on Wednesdays. I think I want to continue that. I think, yeah, I want to, you know, upload a video. I think that'll be my New Year's resolution. Upload a video every Wednesday of next year. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be uploading, I guess for you, you're watching this on Tuesday. I'm not going to be uploading anything on January 1st. I'm not, because, you know, it's the first of the year. You're probably still, you know, recovering from the Christmas, you know, the Christmas meal hangover. You know, you've probably just been eating nonstop since Thanksgiving. So I want to give you a minute to recover. But I definitely think, you know, I'm definitely going to continue this channel. In terms of, you know, are there going to be any completion projects next year? Probably not. Because again, I want this channel. Eventually, I do want this channel to actually, you know, have some variety of production value and not just be the insane ramblings of a random dude for, you know, 10, 15 minutes on end or whatever this video winds up being. So most likely no completion project next year, you know, and I'm thinking about making, you know, the next big completion project Genesis, because, you know, depending on who you ask, that's between, you know, 5 and 7 guys' careers, that I gotta look at, you know, everything they've done, and that's just, you know, that's not something that I could do in, you know, however many weeks are in a year, 52 weeks in a year. Christ, I barely got the Pink Floyd Completion Project done, you know, from, you know, uploading, you know, sometimes one a week, sometimes one a month, and then, you know, certainly for the last while of it, for most of it, it was, you know, 5 days a week, you know, or 3 or 5 days a week, depending on when you were watching. And it, you know, again, that was a good time. Probably should have been doing it on a weekly basis to begin with, or 5 days a week to begin with, because I started it in May, and, you know, the album came out in September. But, you know, that was a good time. But completion projects won't return next year. What next year will be is essentially, you know, a prog rock Christmas, but on a non-seasonal level, just me talking tunes. Like, I'm considering, you know, naming, you know, whatever I'm doing. I'm considering calling it either Album Club or Talkin' Tunes. I'm leaning towards Talkin' Tunes, because that honestly has a better ring to it than Album Club. And it also gives me, you know, more freedom to do stuff within that series. Like Album Club, obviously, I can only talk about albums, but Talkin' Tunes, I can talk about, you know, top 10 favorite bands of all time, top 10, you know, I can, you know, do top 10 lists, or just, you know, talk about a band in general for a little while when it comes to Talkin' Tunes, as opposed to Album Club, which, you know, the title implies you're only really talking about albums. So yeah, and in terms of how next year is going to start, I'm probably going to make a video. It's probably going to be made on Thursday and uploaded Friday. So there's probably going to be a video that comes out Friday, and that's going to, you know, kick off the year. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but it is definitely music related. That's what I'm going to keep this channel as. You know, I'm not going to, you know, start randomly talking movies and TV and politics, you know, unless they're relevant to the album that I'm talking about, or whatever artist I'm talking about. Because, you know, if you do, like, the idea is that if you do subscribe to this channel, like, you come here to hear some random dude's opinion on albums, not some random dude's opinion on politics. You go to a different channel for that. You know, maybe I'll create a second channel where I talk about other shit one day, but, you know, probably not next year. But it's, you know, like, this year has been a good time. I've had a good time making videos despite the fact that, nobody watches them. And it's, it's great. I'm having a good time, so expect videos, every Wednesday starting, not this week, but next week. So, yeah, I would like to thank you all very much for... Oh, wait. And then the first 2 months of next year, those are going to give me time to sort of decide what title I'm going to go with for my series. It's most likely going to be called Talkin' Tunes. But the first 2 months of next year, they are going to be themed, but their themes do sort of tie into each other, and January's theme definitely ties into, the theme of the beginning of the year, the theme of, beginnings. You can probably gather what it is, but that's not going to be the first video, but there will be a video coming out Friday that has, nothing really to do. And then February's theme does tie into January's theme quite significantly. But thank you. But for now, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. If you have something to add, suggestions for me to, for stuff for me to talk about next year, please leave your suggestions in the comments below, or just, throw something in your comments in the comments down below. I'd love to read it. If you want to hear me talk about something other than music, you can... I have a podcast with two of my buddies. It's called Dorkies. I will link the most recent episode of that in the description. And if you want to hear what I happen to be listening to that day, or a 15-second segment at least, you can follow me on Instagram at Sean_Heaster1979. I post a 15-second segment of a song on my story there every single day. And with that, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a very, very Happy New Year. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.